This is great. BetterinWriting asks, do I have a favorite technique or skill that I acquired by observing someone else in a completely separate line of work that I then learned to utilize in my own creative process? Yes. I'm always fascinated when creators filch a new methodology or require a new tool used almost exclusively elsewhere and then develop a unique application of that method for their own work. Yes, there's this brand new one that just came up that I love. Give me just a second to gather a couple things. There's that. Okay, so I need a piece of wood. Here's a piece of wood. So let's say I have a gouge in this piece of wood and I want to repair it. This comes up a lot. I have furniture that I've damaged in my house because, well, I'm like a bull in a china shop. And, you know, those dings aren't pretty. So how do you deal with those dings? You can fill it with epoxy and stuff like that. But I learned a technique watching Ted Woodford's YouTube channel, and his technique. And I'm not gonna do it for real right now. I'm just gonna kind of rough demo it. But his technique is really awesome, and it is to take CA glue and slowly in layers. You want to get this up close? So it's to take CA glue and slowly fill the void that you've got in layers. I don't think I see him use accelerator very much, which is fine for the kind of sensitive work. He's working on guitars, right? Like the finish is absolutely paramount. So when I saw that he had a ding on a guitar and he was going to fix it, I was like, oh, let me see how he does this. So he filled the void with CA glue and let it crown over the top of the void. So if you're looking at it, hang on. If you are, here we go. If you're looking at the void like this, he filled it with CA glue until it went over here, over the top. So then the question is, how do you bring that proud part back? How do you bring it back? And here's what Ted Woodford does. And I just did this in my house and it was like, it worked, couldn't have worked better. He takes a single edge razor blade and scrapes over that proud spot carefully and slowly. Now, my question would be, how do you keep the corners of your razor blade from scratching the guitar? Here's what he does. He takes a piece of Scotch tape on either side and tapes over the sharp part of the blade on both sides of the blade, like this. And then he uses just that middle part to do the scraping. Reader, I'm here to tell you that it took me all of like 10 minutes to apply that technique to a ding in our dining room table. Moreover, he often uses sanding dust from the same wood, puts it in the CA glue so he gets to the same color. I tried the same thing. It did not realize just how much sanding dust you need in your CA glue to bring that color up. But that was the only thing I got wrong. This technique, though, of using this blade with the tape on the sides to go over the top, it is, here, let's just get this one last shot of it. Just doing like that. It was beautiful. And when you run your hands over it, you just can't feel it. It's not even there. That is fantastic. I've also always liked going into other types of stores and looking at the sort of tools they have. Like there used to be a stained glass tool supplier up in Noe Valley. And I love looking at the tools on the wall of a stained glass supplier because there's all these weird pliers and cutters and stuff only for stained glass work. And that kind of stuff often comes up. Dude, oftentimes those tools can reveal things that I might need that they didn't realize, right? So I love beauty stores. I love beauty stores for the Tweezerman tweezers and the sanding sticks. I used to make my own sanding sticks at ILM. I would get tongue depressors and make everything from 60, 80, 120, 150, 180, 220, 300, 400, 600. I'd make these once a year. I'd set out and make like 5 or 10 sticks of each type, and I'd label them on the back and I'd have them. And then I discovered I didn't need to do all that work because all of those grades of sandpaper are available at a beauty store for doing your nails. That is fabulous. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us even further, you can by becoming a tested member. Details are, of course, below, but it includes all sorts of perks, and we're building them all the time. You get advanced Word and behind-the-scenes photos of some of our projects. Questions, you get to ask direct questions during my live streams, and we have some members-only videos, including the Adam real-time series of unbroken, unedited shots of me working here in the shop. They are weirdly meditative. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one.